Hello, Internet. The American Gentleman here, back with another story you won't believe. So today we're taking the most comprehensive look at Ethan Klein's cancellation. By the end of this video, you should know every last detail about the situation. Welcome to 2022, where everybody is getting canceled. And the newest member of the Cancel Club is Ethan Klein and H3H3 Podcast. Yes sir, you heard right. You don't need to go clean your ears out with one of them wax candles and a bottle of peroxide. I'm about to explain, show you all the footage, as well as show you everybody's reaction that's involved. First, let's do a 1-minute recap on who Ethan Klein really is. For those of you who don't know, Ethan Klein is an unhealthy, overweight, second-generation porn addict whose dick doesn't work, and he's so sad he has to take antidepressants every day despite being famous and despite being wealthy. Ethan is married, but he says the only time he sees any action is when his fingers accidentally slip through the toilet paper. His wife doesn't seem to like him, and his own castmates don't seem to respect him very much either. He wants to come to you live every day with his hot takes on the world and wants you to think just like him, and if you did, you'd be just as sad and just as depressed. I don't know about you, but I don't want to emulate somebody's behavior or thoughts who hates themselves and hates life around them. And if all the claims I just made you don't believe is true, just check this out right here.
I have depression. I'm medicated for that shit. 20 milligrams Lexapro every fucking day. My dick feels like a piece of wood. Like I have no sensation in my penis. Side effect. And I'm fat, by the way. Also a side effect.
Look at the number of porn accounts this guy's dad and him follow. This is a screenshot of some of the porn actresses and OnlyFans girls that Ethan Klein's father interacts with, which means buys content from, begs for videos, and sends support to on Twitter. I just got the first bit of action that I've had in months when my finger slipped through the toilet paper and slipped up my butthole on the toilet. And his wife says, "You shouldn't put this on Twitter." And he says, "Well, last time you slipped a finger up my butthole was a long time ago." One, you consider action getting your wife to finger your butt. The reason she doesn't want to have sex with you, and the reason your penis doesn't work, is you constantly beating your meat. Put down the porn, and your life will be happier and more fulfilled. I swear to God.
So Ethan Klein recently got his channel banned by talking about conservative talk show host Ben Shapiro. He said that he hopes if there's another Holocaust that they put Ben Shapiro in the gas chamber first. Unbelievable. This come days on the heels after Kanye West was suspended from Twitter by claiming he's gonna go DEFCON 3 on the Jews whenever he wakes up. In a recently deleted interview by Drink Champs, Kanye said that he accidentally spelt DEFCON wrong. But this right here is on a whole nother level. And this isn't the first time Ethan has crossed the line. Recently, and less than a year ago, he threatened that he hopes somebody blew up the NRA meeting in Texas. Like, what would make you even think to say some stuff like that? And following that, we'll take a look at the threat he made towards Candace Owens' boss, Ben Shapiro. For those of you that don't know, Candace Owens was the lady that was in Paris with Kanye West for Fashion Week that was sporting the controversial t-shirts that say White Lives Matter. She also recently did a documentary on Black Lives Matter organization and how they collected $80 million to help the black community. But instead of helping them, they bought multi-million-dollar mansions and paid off sex workers. What the hell? Let's take a gander and see for ourselves right now.
So there was a big protest outside the NRA meeting, which was good. Do we have any insight into what they're actually talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas? Someone should that building.
4 to 6 weeks later.
I was just going to say, if there's another Holocaust and people start rounding up the Jews. I just say, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets gassed first.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
And not only that, somebody even made a music video.
Got another up joke I wanted to say.
Easy, Tiger. No, Zach. Cut the timpani.
I just say, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets gassed first. Or last.
Jesus.
Really not to speak.
Off the rails is Wednesday.
Can I not say that?
Yes. You can't. Oh my God.
What am I?
On one today.
What am I gonna? I can't. I'm not doing anything. I am Jewish, by the way. I was born in the gas. I am Jewish, by the way. I was born in the gas. And I hope Ben gets gassed first. I am Jewish, by the way. I was born in the gas. I am Jewish, by the way. I was born in the gas. And I hope Ben gets gassed first. I was born in the gas. I was born in the gas. I was born in the gas.
And what does Ethan Klein have to say for himself? Well, let's check out the back and forth on Twitter.
Ethan Klein says a few white supremacists successfully lobbied YouTube to suspend me. Now, a Jewish dual citizen of Israel and USA for anti-Semitism. Ben Shapiro and friends can virtue signal all they want, but ultimately, they are the ones platforming dangerous anti-Semites. All I did was point it out. No, you actually did not. That isn't all you did, Ethan. The joke that I was suspended for simply points out that Ben, who is desperate to be accepted by his Christian nationalist friends as white, but he will only ever be seen by them as a useful idiot. And sadly for him, a Jew. The people reporting me accepting Ben are tiki torch carrying white Christian nationalists. They don't give an F about these things or Jewish people. They revel in the fact that YouTube and other institutions are so quick to act on bad faith and malicious outrage. Now, please answer my question. Why do you platform and enable known anti-Semites like Candace Owens? I don't know that you can prove that. Ethan Klein claims white supremacists are to blame for his YouTube ad. How do you know that? You don't know.
Unbelievable. This man has no remorse and he thinks he's a social justice warrior fighting for truth and righteousness. You're so brave, Ethan, risking everything to put old Ben in a gas chamber. What the hell? Is that really worth your whole career? What workplace can you go to and say something like that? If you're making money from YouTube, you are at work. And this is definitely not workplace talk or even home talk by any means. The story is still breaking and there will be more updates soon. Matter of fact, I've had to update this video a few times during the course of making it. But next, Philip DeFranco did a good breakdown on the situation, followed by an uncut look at the scene that got Ethan Klein canceled.
Ethan Klein facing a lot of backlash right now. The host of the H3 podcast talking about Kanye West and all the controversy surrounding the anti-Semitism that he's been spewing lately. Talking about how Kanye had been hanging out with the likes of Candace Owens, then leading them to talk about her work with the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro. At that part of the conversation, you had people saying Ethan went DEFCON 3.
Got another fucked up joke I wanted to say.
Easy, Tiger.
I was just gonna say, if there's another Holocaust and people start rounding up the Jews, I just say, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets gassed first or last.
Jesus.
Yeah. Really not to.
What's up?
Not to speak.
Off the rails
If I
is
speak,
Wednesday.
I'm
You get
in
on
big
Wednesday.
trouble.
Can I not say that?
Yes.
In
You
big
can't.
trouble.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
What am I?
on one today.
What am I gonna? I can't. I'm not doing anything. I'm part of the. I'm getting gassed too.
With him almost instantly facing a ton of criticism and backlash, largely from conservatives and far-right figures in particular, as well as others calling Ethan a scumbag, arguing that his channel should be deleted. People saying if Kanye deserves to be called out for his remarks, Ethan should as well. You also had others saying they don't agree with Ben Shapiro's views, but they think that the joke was too far.
And finally, we'll take a look at the man who all the comments were directed towards, Mr. Ben Shapiro. What do you have to say about this, Benny boy?
And then Ben Shapiro responds to this. I do not believe Ethan Klein should be suspended from YouTube for his awful garbage, but I'll shed no tears for a person who is routinely engaged in cancellation of others. World's smallest violin.
All of this even leading to a response from Shapiro himself saying, if there was another Holocaust, I would hope that Ethan and his family escaped, but maybe that's just me.
A YouTube named Ethan Klein. And on his show, he suggested if there was another Holocaust, I should be gassed first, which is not a wonderful thing to say. As I said on the show yesterday, I would hope that in another Holocaust he and his family escape because I'm not a terrible person. And then apparently the video was deleted from YouTube. And now he's whining about it. He's very, very upset about it. He said it was just a joke. It's mean. He says the joke I was suspended for simply points out that Ben, who is desperate to be accepted by his Christian nationalist friends as white, will only ever be seen by them as a useful idiot and sadly for him, a Jew. Not exactly hiding it. I'm pretty sure that they see me as a Jew because I'm a Jew. You can tell by the funny hat on my head that I wear literally every day since my childhood. He says he is constantly excusing, enabling, and platforming real anti-Semitism. This coming from a guy who literally put out a post last year making excuses for, again, genocidal terror group Hamas. Okay, so what does this mean? Should Ethan lose his video on YouTube? No. In principle, he should not. If these platforms proclaim that they are for free speech, they shouldn't be removing videos, even videos that I find to be gross and or despicable. If you are, as Ethan Klein appears to be, a person who revels in the cancellation of others, I will shed 0 tears for you and you deserve everything you have coming. Ethan Klein, in 2022, as in earlier this year, tweeted out, quote, years ago I interviewed Jordan Peterson before I was very familiar with his politics. He was an interesting guest who I enjoyed sitting with. But especially now, I can see he's a dangerous gateway to the alt-right transphobia and COVID misinfo. I removed both interviews today. Jordan responded at the time, quote, I should warn you that those who engage in cancel culture generally live to regret it. I'm not going to come after you, except politely in this Twitter stream, but the chickens will definitely come home to roost. And if this is the game that you choose to play stupid games, win stupid prizes, you deserve everything you have coming to you. I'm not going to stand in the way of the cancel culture mob when you have fed that mob and incentivized that mob and been a member of that mob.
What a great response. It's crazy to see the hatefulness of Ethan juxtaposed with the gracefulness of Ben Shapiro's words and actions. It's funny how one side prays for the cancellation of others who revel in it, and the other side does not pray for a single person's downfall and wants to fight for the right for you to keep expressing your opinions. It's two completely different spirits. And finally, we'll give Ethan the last word. Let's give him a chance to respond, as well as his super simping woke bisexual life partner, Hassan Piker.
But to that, H3 responded, saying, hey Ben, it's a joke. Do conservatives know what those are? And sure, in poor taste, but not as poor taste as you platforming anti-Semites who spread dangerous conspiracies that leads to real violence against Jews. That's the meaning of my joke, but of course you don't care about context. And Ethan doubled down on the same stance today during his podcast with Hassan Piker, who said this was a lot of manufactured outrage.
They always do this. They try to like deflect away and go, what about this guy? He's actually anti-Semitic. Or what about this guy? He's the real racist. Like it's a classic conservative trope at this point to turn around and like find anything and everything they can to shift the attention away. And you know, you gave them an opening with colorful language like that, for sure.
And actually, in a huge update to this story, it happened while I was filming this video. Looks like YouTube is cracking down on Ethan Klein right now. With a video where Ethan made the original joke about Shapiro getting taken down for harassment and bullying, and then even the new live stream today got taken down, with Hassan even going on his own stream later to confirm that it was taken down.
I woke up early this morning and I went over to Leftovers and I shot Leftovers, and you guys won't be able to see the episode if you weren't watching live. And the reason for that is because it's been taken down. They came after our boy. They came after Ethan for saying things that were definitely, you know, a little spicy, a spicy facility, okay? He went real full spice, okay? He went spicy facility with it, and of course he caught a strike because conservatives love outrage. So here we are.
Basically, I would say, if not openly anti-Semitic or like anti-Semitic adjacent, all these people, like if there's another Holocaust, these are the people pushing the button, I'm sure of it, you know what I mean? Candace Owens is going to be the one to usher Ben right into that chamber, you know what I'm talking about? And say, bye-bye, old Benny boy. Candace Owens is going to be the one to usher Ben right into that chamber, you know what I'm talking about? And say, bye-bye, old Benny boy.
Unbelievable. These two men have preyed on the downfall and the cancellation of Andrew Tate, as well as many others, and they can't understand for the life of them why they're banned. And just check out Ethan Klein's haircut. I think he got banned for his hair alone. Is he trying to be Mao Zedong or Mugatu from Zoolander?
Happy. Ha, 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 ha. Nothing to worry about at all. Just relax. You learned martial arts. Ha, ha, ha. Prime Minister of Malaysia, bad. Martial arts, good.
Who knew Teddy Fresh was started to make an evil lair for supervillains, and they called the show Leftovers. How disgusting. Anyways, that's our show for today, guys. Are you glad Ethan got banned, or do you think he deserves another chance? From what I understand, this is not a permaban, but if he keeps up with his self-righteousness and hatred towards others, things are not gonna end well for our man here. But again, if my penis didn't work and I was depressed all the time, I don't know if there would be a point of life anyways. What would you even have to live for? And until next time, if you don't remember anything from this video at all, remember this one thing. Don't forget to be good on your way to becoming great. Thank you and have a great day.